Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to check the Eachine D-moni5, a budget-friendly 5-inch LCD screen that features an internal 5.8 GHz 72 channels video receiver and also a DVR. In this video I'm going to quickly go over its features and then head outdoors and test it out. The Eachine D-moni5 came inside this pretty generic box. Inside you can find the LCD screen, a stand, a charger for charging the internal battery of the screen, an AV to RCA cable, and also a visor. In terms of specs, the resolution of the screen is 800 by 480. On the back you can find two RPSMA antenna connectors for its internal receiver, and I'm not sure if it's a true diversity receiver or not. In addition, it features an internal 7.4 volts, 650 mAh lithium-ion battery. Over here you can find the configuration button for the screen. Over here the AV port, next to it the charger port, and on the left side of the screen you can find the on and off switch and also the DVR configuration buttons. The micro SD card slot can be found over here, and it supports up to 32 GB micro SD cards. If you wish to place the monitor on a desk, you can simply attach this accessory over here, and then you can see that it moves around like that. You can also use the provided visor, which attaches using this clip, and this is going to be usable if you're going to use this monitor out in the sun. So you can see, you can simply place it like that, and this is actually a pretty cool solution. You can see, you can simply attach it and detach it in this manner, so it's pretty convenient. In order to turn on the screen, you'll need to flip this switch over here. Then the screen is going to be turned on, the Eachine logo is going to appear, and on the top side of the screen you can see an indication for the status of the battery, if the DVR is recording or not. Over here you can find the band, channel, the frequency, and also indication if a micro SD card is present or not. So right now I've already inserted a micro SD card inside, but if I'm going to remove it, this icon is going to start flashing. Controlling the DVR feature is done using this button over here. If you wish to enter playback mode, you'll need to long press this button towards the bottom, and then over here you can switch between all the recorded files. You can play them back by pressing this button, and you can also change the playback speed. Long pressing this button is going to open up this menu, which will enable you to delete single files or all of them. And if you wish to go back to the FPV feed, you will need to long press this button towards the bottom one more time. In order to start the DVR recording, you will need to press this button towards the top, and over here now you can see an indication that the DVR is recording, and if you wish to stop the recording, you will need to repeat the same step. In order to configure the DVR, you will need to long press this button until this menu is going to appear. So over here you can set the resolution of the recorded file. You can select whether to put the timestamp on the recorded files or not. Control the video time. So if you're going to set it, for example, to 1 minute, every 1 minute a new file is going to be created, and etc. So it can be set either to 1, 3, or 5. Next, you can turn on auto recording. So if you're going to set it to on, once you're going to turn on the LCD screen, the DVR is going to start recording. And finally, under date input, you can set the current date and time. In order to exit this menu, you will need to long press the DVR button again. On the back of the screen, you can find these 3 buttons. Pressing the minus button is going to enable you to switch between all the 9 available bands. Pressing the plus button will switch between all the 8 available channels. And if you're going to short press the menu button, this menu is going to appear, which will enable you to set the brightness, contrast, saturation, and tint of the screen. You can also change the language between different languages, and you can also perform a reset. Long pressing the menu button is going to enable you to enter scan mode. So after long pressing it, it's going to find the best signal, and I have a quadcopter connected and it's transmitting on 5740, and as you can see it was locked at 5732, so it's not very accurate. The quality of the screen is pretty mediocre, and I actually doubt that the resolution is 800 by 480. Here you can see how it looks next to the Hawkeye Little Pilot 3, which I use quite often. So you can see the colors over here are much more vivid and the quality of the screen is much better. The next thing I've done is to head outdoors and test the screen, and unfortunately I can tell you that the quality of this screen is really bad. its internal receiver does not work properly, and the recorded files are simply not usable because the DVR gets stuck all the time. I'm going to put links down below to better products, so feel free to check them out. As always, I thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.